Alright, welcome to day 44. Today we talk about personal development and just a little bit more about dealing with objections and dealing with failures. It can be really difficult sometimes in this business to keep pushing yourself and to stay positive because you're going to deal with a lot of rejection, with a lot of no's, with a lot of doubt. Depending on what your social network is like, you could deal with a lot of people who might even doubt your business, think it's a scam, think that you're not genuine, think that you're doing something wrong. There's going to be a lot of people who don't understand what you're doing, don't understand what this business is like, who don't appreciate, your positivity and your motivation with your fitness and with your eating. And that's really not on you. That's often a representation of where other people are at in their lives. But no matter what, you're going to have a lot of things projected at you that, they can weigh you down and they can affect your ability to stay positive and to stay focused and motivated. Because, you're human. We all get like that, right? We all get affected by negativity from other people and the doubts and negative comments we get from other people. So I think this is where personal development is just immensely helpful. I know it's been huge for me because there have been many times where, I wondered, why am I doing this? Or, I'm never going to get anywhere, or why haven't I had the success of other people? And the only thing that ever gets me back to remembering why I'm doing this and what my purpose is and what my goals are and why those are important is personal development. And really, I think every person needs to find what kind of personal development speaks to them, because what works for me won't necessarily work for you or the next person. And that's because we all have different it's not like we have inabilities or, I feel like we have all different gaps in our lives. We all have our strengths and our weaknesses, and all those weaknesses for, one person to the next will be different. And where personal development comes in is it helps you work on those gaps and work on those weaknesses, as well as helping you work on your strengths. So you really need to figure out, what are the things that you struggle with, or what are the things that are the first to get you down or to distract you. And then seek out personal development that can help you work on those areas. For instance, for me, I know I tend to get hung up on seeing other people's success, and, for a long time I dealt with jealousy a lot because I would just be like, this is not fair, I'm working so hard, why don't I have that? So I need to work on things that help me get back to focusing on my work and my path and knowing that my timing is going to be different from every other person. So that's where I focus a lot of my personal development on. Also, I'm not great at just starting up random conversations with strangers. I'm not a super talkative person unless I already know someone. Social media, I can connect with anyone. Face to face, it's a lot different. I get shy, I start to stutter, I'm not good face-to-face interaction, really. But I've been reading all sorts of books that help you learn how to talk to people, how to do small talk, how to engage people, and how to just feel comfortable with yourself and what you have to offer. And sometimes it's really as simple as just finding a book that reminds you that you are interesting and you are valuable and you have things to offer. Even if you don't feel like your life is that interesting, you've learned something, you've experienced something, and you can relate that to other people. Because I think sometimes, you forget that you have things to offer, and sometimes it's good to find personal development, whether it's books or audio, that remind you that you have had experiences and you do have things to share and you are of value, and it's okay to put that out there. So that's, again, talking to people face to face, that's another area that I've been working on with personal development. Leadership is something that I've really read up a lot on because I'm just fascinated by the concept of good leadership, and it's really made me, value and understand people better at my day job. Even just the characteristics I see come out in my boss versus other bosses versus coworkers, with the good and bad traits. that I was really just never aware of or never thought about, and it's made me think differently about my work environment, and it's really made me think about how I want to be a leader to my team and how I want to represent myself to others. And I think it's helped me become a bit more understanding and compassionate, and realize, if somebody's having a bad day, or if I'm asking them to do a certain something in a certain way, that might not be the best way to deal with that type of person. So I feel like there's so much stuff out there for personal development. There's so many programs, so many free resources online. There's thousands of just like amazing books on every topic out there. And I think, it's like air and water. You just need to be getting this stuff in you every single day. Like you get your Shakeology every day, like you get your exercise every day. You need to fill your mind with knowledge and with positive reinforcement that works for you, because it just leaves less room for things like doubt, self-doubt, negativity from other people. It doesn't leave room for that. And anytime that stuff starts to creep in your mind just has so much more to work with to be like, nope, that's nonsense. You know what you're doing, you're valuable, you're on the right path. So I can't highlight enough the importance of personal development, because it's been so tremendous for me, and I feel like I've grown so much as a person because of it, and I feel like I've grown as a leader, and just in a whole lot of ways. And I feel like I've gotten so much more comfortable just being me. I don't feel like I've changed me, the deep down real me, so much as I've learned to be more confident about showing that person and being that person, and not feeling like I have to apologize or I have to fit somebody else's mold, or if I don't see eye to eye with somebody, it's the end of the world. I've learned to be more understanding of myself and of others, and I think there's just so much you can learn about yourself, and learning to present yourself, and learning to interact with other people, and learning to deal with failures and doubts, and understand where people are coming from when they say no. I think just makes this such a valuable business, because then you really just aren't focusing on like making a sale, but really you focus on helping people and understanding how you can really help somebody, and when they say no, understanding why that no might make sense to them at that time. So again, I can't stress enough how important it is, and I think it's good to highlight that you don't have to read. Reading is not for everyone. I really enjoy reading. I love the feel of a book. That's just my thing, but that's not for everybody. Most things are, they're in audio format now. There's webinars, YouTube videos, you can go to live trainings. There's just so much out there, and I really think it's crucial to find the stuff that speaks to you, and find the role models that speak to you, whether it's somebody like Brian Tracy or Chalene Johnson, Shaun T, John Maxwell. There's so many people out there. And I think everyone's got their own audience that really sees eye to eye with them. So I really encourage you to go out there and find that kind of role model and mentor that is going to speak to you and give you that knowledge that you're like, oh man, that's gold. That speaks to me. That hits home right here. So really, get on that, and get on it every single day, even if it's a few minutes or a few pages or a short video or whatever. That's something. Just no excuses. I don't think you can be allowed to skip personal development, because it's the one thing that is going to help you grow every single day, and it's going to help reinforce every single day, and just it's going to help battle away any doubt and any regrets, any jealousy, any envy, any of those things that can really wear and tear at your just soul and your energy, which you can't afford to let that stuff get you down. And this is how you build up that armor of just confidence and positivity and self-assurance and assertiveness. So yeah, that's really the big thing for today, is just make sure you're getting that personal development in whatever format works for you. I have tons of recommendations if you need suggestions, but there's tons out there, and you just gotta find, what do you want to work on, what do you want to learn, and what's most highly rated or who's most recognized in that field, and then go after it, and just every single day get some personal development, because it's going to help you tremendously, and it's going to help your business tremendously. So that's it for today. We'll see you the next day.